fault.
my
It's
shit.
my
No,
fault.
I was enjoying the story, damn it. Shit! It's her fault. It is her fault. Look, we're just going to pretend we were live. Fuck off. We went live. We played the woo-woo rebel, pink confetti, rebel. All right, here we are. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry. I was filling her in on all this action from last night and what had happened, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh my God, it's 9:01!" Because I'm just riveting, guys. When I start telling a story, it can't be helped.
Don't make me laugh. I don't have tissues today. I do not have any tissues. Oh wait, I do. We're safe. Okay, we're safe. Y'all,
so it's all my fault.
Okay, so I get up in the morning. I come to the desk. And once I've done, pretty much the majority of the smackling, right? I'll come and sit down and finish and do things like my eye drops, brush out my hair from the curlers, whatever. And we talk. And we were talking about what we were going to do today. And for every $10 dono, by the way, you're going to get to see Cat Lady do around the world jumping jacks, or flapjacks as she calls them. Because we did do a goal yesterday, and I learned from Rostov to do a goal one day and then the next day do drama. It's a do different types of shows, right? You could do this type of show, that type of show. Oh, look at this! The Christmas album plus is live. Where is my show so I can read that? Are there people here? Hi! What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is having an amazing hump day. Look at my sweater. This sweater is 20 years old. Anyway.
I have a point of contention. This is supposed to be we wear pink. I can't remember all of it.
But mean girls. Yeah.
I'm a mean girl, and I wore my pink. It just so happens that my only pink is my bunny outfit. All right.
I got pink. It's pink and red.
Okay.
It's pink and red. Okay. I just can't show y'all. Oh, shit. We are so screwing up Christmas. This is Gidgey, okay? I want to by the way, I remember this, and you know what we missed out on with this, the night of the mushrooms? This motherfucker apparently turns
lights up,
on.
Doesn't it?
It lights the fuck up. Holy shit, we really missed out. But I tell you what, those little metal things on the side, oh my God, my head, I could feel it after a while. That's how I knew I was coming down.
Check where your mic is. Drama Alert says you're on the wrong mic or too far away.
I'm not on the wrong
mic.
mic. I was too far away. I'm so sorry. I wasn't planning on starting. I just heard that Brantley was on Look, we were in the middle of hot topics here, okay? And why is Drama Alert here? Go do your fucking, your other business. Drama Alert.
You're completely welcome to be here. I will take your donations, your encouragement, any of your criticism. Thank you very much. Just pretend that Gidgey is a beautiful face here.
Jesus Christ, now we're really pulling it. Okay, so I have a question for you. I heard Tommy C, he was talking about this, and Tommy C and I are very much the same. We're control freaks. Who's in charge of this show? Who's Keem gonna yell at if we have a bad show today? I waited till she took the BC powder. We all know the answer. It's me. So yes, I do feel a bit. Now I'm curious, when I was gone and you had some pretty piss poor days, did he yell at you?
No. I don't have to be yelled at.
No.
It doesn't require yelling or a loud voice to get through to me.
Okay, well, fuck you. I'm a lolcow, you're not. Wrangle, bitch. Wrangle. Wrangle!
I find it really humorous that I'm the one here.
The showrunner.
With the fucked up hair bangs in a rabbit suit who got spiced out yesterday monetizing my workout. And you keep going, wrangle me. The only kind of wrangling I could do to anybody is if I came to visit you, sat on you, got a rope, and decided to ride you like cattle.
We should do that. Oh my God, that's going to be hilarious. You're small enough. You would be gentle. I need to hear. So, okay, I am not, one thing I don't want to do to you guys today, because apparently this is pretty heavy stuff. And I had some funny TikToks and stuff I wanted to react to. But we have 3 hosts that are not in the universe right now. And I think I'd be remiss not to talk about it for a little bit. And I don't want it to be the whole, because you guys are going to have to, I'm so sorry, you guys. I know what y'all are about to go through, because I'm going to go through it with y'all. We're going to hear about this shit. Oh my God. We're going to hear about this shit till we're so fucking sick of hearing about it. All I really want to do is watch Reaper. I'm sorry. I saw part of Tommy C, okay? And I missed the whole thing because I'm getting ready. So I'm back and forth. The phone's going, but I run the other room, forget to take the phone so I don't hear Tommy C. I love Tommy C, but I missed it. So apparently he had some clips. So I'll go back and watch that for sure during Cash. Because, well, I can hear Cash, obviously, right in my fucking house.
You have a front row seat. You're in the splash zone.
Good morning, Glam. Good morning, everyone. Who just said so? I saw Yo Mama and Boogie in the same sentence. Hang on, I gotta read that. I am not glazing Keem this morning. I haven't decided who I'm gonna glaze yet. Yo Mama for live so Boogie can get bullied again. No shit. Yo Mama?
It was so beautiful.
I know she'll glaze you. She glazes you every day. I don't. Holy shit. I'll be real honest. The reason I missed live last night is because I turned it off. I don't like suicide baiting. I don't like talking about it. I don't like talking about animals that are still alive pretending they're dead. I know for a fact there are several people in this community that have elderly pets that they are praying holds on. And you get Boogie up here, which I understand he's got a platform. He is a renowned entertainer. But goddamn, you get up there and start crying and boo-hooing, and I understand you're sad. I just fucking went through it. So did other people in the community. We actually lost our animal. They weren't right there next to us for us to pet and love on. So how dare you act like that? And Yo Mama, hats off to you. Major praise for that. I'm sorry, Boogie needed that. Look, I'll be 100% honest, and I don't care if anyone else is. I've never been suicidal in my life. Except for once. And I will tell you, I did not say anything to anyone. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I was at a very dark place in my life. I had just ruined... I mean, look, I just went through it, okay? I'll just say it. I ruined my son's career. You know, what I thought I had ruined my son's career. I was in an alcohol fog. There were a lot of reasons why it happened, but when it happened, I didn't go talking about it. Because if I went talking about it, that means I want people to tell me, no, don't do that. You matter. Boogie, you fucking matter. You know you fucking matter. The suicide baiting, I cannot stand it. I loathe that. So yes, I turned it off.
It didn't start it live. It started it popping into other shows throughout the day and all day in main chat. The sympathy and suicide baiting on the forecasted belief that Sammy was going to die. And at first it actually had to do with the Chad situation in his home. But when nobody was pivoting on that situation, he gladly quit talking about it and started talking more about Sammy. It is manipulation, and we all love watching the end phase. We all like to watch the crash out, but I don't think any of us like watching what leads up to it, because what leads up to it is so freaking unhealthy.
As someone who has had a very dear friend that took their own life, as someone who had a friend take their own life, it's not something to make content out of. I don't believe he was trying to make content out of. I think he was trying to get attention. Boogie is not suicidal. For anyone out there wondering, there's no way that man is suicidal. And if he is, well, I guess it proves I'm not a psychiatrist, but I don't buy that Boogie is suicidal. I really don't. It felt like, I'll be real honest, yesterday, God, I'm going to get in so much trouble because I'm being honest, and this is where it's bad. Team, I'm sorry.
Girl, we're rebels. This is the whole fucking point of rebels. We say
I'm
how
sorry.
it is.
I care. about Boogie. I do. I want to preface this by saying that I think he is a decent man off camera. It's the same thing everybody says. Off camera, I wish you guys could see the person that Scooter and I have seen, because he is not whatever it is that you all are seeing that we all hate, because I'm right there with you hating him. I don't get it. Why he feels the need. He is smart. He is funny. He's got a lifetime of experience that he could turn into content. You know, listen to Tommy T. See, Tommy C will always drag up some fucking, Jesus Christ, there's a spider. Sorry, we don't have bugs anymore. But there's a spider, so we do have bugs. But anyway, Tommy C, he'll talk about his old fucking war stories or some horse shit that nobody gives a shit about, but he makes it interesting. And it's fun, and I love hearing those stories. But Boogie, for some reason, goes for the throat. It's always the worst. How can it be about me? And that's why Keem is a genius, because he has two people up there, Booster and Boogie, that are major pick-me's. Major pick-me's. They have to be the center of attention. The difference is one of them is an intern and proven not right up here. I don't mean that ugly. I just mean he's got autism and other things going on, right? Look, I won't ever get on the Booster 8 train because it's very obvious to me that he doesn't think like you and I. And do you agree with that or not? You disagree, don't you? You think I should be...
I have a very different relationship with most people with the character of Booster, put it that way, because obviously I don't know him in real life.
Do you think it's a character?
Personal experience. Well, when I say character, I just mean how he's perceived by us.
But do you think he plays
personal
it up?
Relationships? I don't know. Like, the thing is I think we could both admit that I myself have my own neurological complexities, right?
Of course,
so
yeah.
I see things very differently than most people do. So when I see Booster, I see someone who's working on their villain arc, who's learning how to become the villain. He's like stage 1, and he's going to be an awesome heel, and he's learning how to be a person that he can live with while also being the person he feels is doing justice the right way to himself.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that he feels like people have been doing justice to him for this long.
$9.99. Yo mama took a major W yesterday. Give him the keys to live.
I could not agree more. Rulis, thank you so much, darling. I could not agree more. You guys are watching such a transition with me. But finish. I'm sorry.
Well, it's just, I feel like he doesn't think that anybody has been protecting and defending him in his life and his need for justice, right? And so he's learning how to use tools at his disposal so he can provide his own protection for his own sense of right and justice and himself. And it can feel really selfish. It can feel really shitty on the outside, right? But the thing is what he's doing is just talking shit. He's just doing it really extremely deep, right? In things that we normally don't say, but he doesn't have those lines or boundaries yet. And he's just learning them.
Oh, Boogie started destroying things again, Andrew?
Oh, yeah.
So he's manic.
Well,
Which
no,
is
I mean,
real. That's real. I do believe, because as someone, I've never well, I can't say that because we all have a gif of me destroying. I don't normally destroy things. But I've seen him when he had that, the really bad one with the axe that we all saw. I heard Scooter on the phone with him for hours. So I know that was legit. There's no way this motherfucker's spending his personal time crying with Scooter if it's not real, right? So I get that he's suffering with something, but you got to think about who you are. And I think about, I thought about it a lot. When I lost Little Bit, my dachshund of 16 years, when I lost her, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to show you guys pictures. I wanted to do things. And you know what? That's not right, because we all
But the destruction had nothing to do with his dog.
Oh.
It was to punish Booster.
Huh?
It was to sensationalize his speeching against Booster. Yes.
Are they trying to get him fired? Do they want Booster fired? Do Rastoff and Boogie want Rastoff? Because Sweet Tea, she's not part of this, but
Booster wouldn't stand in the corner. And so Boogie was speechifying him about how his job is so easy and he was told to stand in the corner. He did it on other shows. He should have just taken his lick and stood in the corner. You know, it's not like it's that fucking hard. And so he took that cabinet that's in the corner or bookshelf and he threw it out of the center of that corner into the center of his room, and he went and stood there. Look, it's not hard. I'm standing in the corner. Look, I can do it, Booster. It's so easy. It's your fucking job. It was him sensationalizing his speechifying Booster. It had nothing to do with this talk.
I get the feeling that Boogie does not want to share the mentally challenged limelight. I feel like he really... I don't know what to say. But I think we all need to get off of Booster's neck. And I'm saying this, and this motherfucker has never said one nice thing about me. He has called me a racist, fat old bitch. Never said anything nice to me. But I don't expect him to, okay?
I missed that $10 dono.
Oh! Thank you for...
I got too distracted by the...
Full screen. Hang on. There we go. She's being so sweet doing this for me with my sprained ankle. So, oh, I love this. She's wearing her pink. Okay. Oh, notice she hops. She hops. I understand a jumping jack is a hop, but she does a continuous. I told her she was going to do around the world jumping jacks. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, don't worry. Just do your normal jumping jacks. Girl, when you do them, you go around in a circle. It's so funny. So... that was our little gimme for today. Because neither one of us wanted to eat anything gross or hot today. But tomorrow we'll have another fun goal. Is tomorrow the shucking day? Did I say tomorrow? I have to check Amazon. We have something really fun coming up. I'm just going to tell you guys because nobody can steal this. I have oysters coming. And you can pop them open, and they have pearls in them. And each one of the oysters is going to have a host name on it, and we're going to open it up and see what color their pearl is and what it means. And if that host wants it, they can absolutely contact me, and I will send it to them. But I thought that would be kind of fun. We're going to dig for clams. Sorry. I always try and come up with fun things to do on the side while we're chatting and talking, and I thought that would be fun.
I thought you said shock at first, and I was thinking... Come on, bro. Even you don't want to do that. You're really going to shock me?
Not only were those shows nice to Booster, you guys, we see the back end. The 3 shows that Booster went on and stood in the corner made a fortune. I mean, monetizing it was brilliant. I don't know if that was his idea, Keem's idea. I don't care whose idea it was. It was fucking brilliant. That was a good idea. Yeah. Look, we gotta work together. We have such an amazing thing here that when something happens, there are so many detractors that talk about us. When you have this many detractors, that means we're doing something right here. Live is making money hand over fist. I mean, I don't think you guys, I didn't realize it. I've started paying attention to their report cards. Now that I know they weren't live the first, how many hours were they live yesterday to make what they made? I don't think I can say what they made, but it was a lot of money. Enough money to pay my mortgage for almost 2 months.
I think about 2 hours, because Rewind went about 2 extra hours, and they came on just about when it ended. Best LCU ending, or LCL ending ever.
Y'all are both right. Yelly Kelly and Gma are both right. I can't say, but... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Wendelin. It's hard to be this way sometimes because I know I'm saying things that people may not want me to say, and I worry so much about saying the right thing. But now I just want to say, I'm going to say my truth, and I'm going to stand to it.
I'm going to stand 10 toes on the truth.
You guys, I spoke to Savage. Not verbally, but in a text. We exchanged a text. It was public. Well, it wasn't public.
You're not perpetuating a joke that's been going on for 5 days. Mm-mm. Okay. Because last time, when I talked about DMs with Savage to perpetuate a joke that went on for 5 days.
No. It was in host chat. She was just letting me know something about someone, and she was very nice to me. She was very nice. It was very Look, it was very vanilla, but she didn't have to say a word, but she did. And I was very excited. Okay, so we're just going to chalk it up. And I am hoping by New Year's I can go and raise my grape juice and say cheers to Queens, and they can do it right back. Are you taking more fucking BC powder? This bitch lives on BC powder.
It's like pickle. And look, it's that pickle salt.
I agree that Booster oh, good for you. That's good for your, to keep you hydrated or cramps. I don't know. It does something good. Booster does need to stop with the fan stuff. That's the one thing I don't like. He can go after the hosts all he wants. But you gotta quit telling the fans, fuck them, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. Fuck. I don't want to hear that. I want you to hear it. I want to know that you want to entertain me. When I turn it on and I see you there, I want to know that you're there trying to...
There's certain people who can get
pull
away
me
with
in.
that. There's certain people who can get away with that, but usually it's because it's an audience member that you're really familiar with, and it's somebody who has a lot of this imaginary clout bullshit that people get high on. Like Keem. There's been times on live where he has somebody that like has been fucking with them a lot. And he's been able to have that relationship with that audience member to be like, you know what, guy? I see you making a comment about my kid. How about this? Not fuck me, not fuck her, fuck you, and goes on, and it becomes a thing, and it's funny. But just like consistently and regularly using our audience members as the recipients of your smoke, it's really not. It's not right.
There's nothing wrong with picking out a Poke Gaga or a Huge Ass or somebody that's a regular, a Kelly, somebody that's a regular that understands comedy. But when you're putting it out to everyone, that's a big audience to say fuck you to. But hey, it's not hurting their back end. But he does need, that's ugly. And he's not I don't think he's an ugly person. I don't think he's a mean person. I really don't. Even though he looks like Mike Wazowski, he lives at home, but I don't think he's miserable. I think he's happy with his life.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that he isn't happy feeling like everybody hates him, because he went on Rewind. He went on Rewind directly after that. As soon as he could, and made apologies to everybody and basically apologized for his entire behavior. And that's not what somebody who doesn't care does. That's what somebody who's invested in how other people feel about them does.
Oh, yeah, no, truth, I agree. Now, look, somewhere along the line, we went from upholding a certain caliber of class, if I dare call it that, where we didn't go to a certain level. And yes, Booster came in, and now, fuck your family, fuck you, fuck your kids. I don't know. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I hope that someone behind the scenes is coaching him, telling him, let's not talk about people's families. Let's not talk about people's kids. God forbid. I don't think anyone's that mean, but what if somebody said something about your kid? How would you feel? Think about that, Booster. Yeah, it's not. Look, you don't have to be a parent to understand that you don't go after someone else's anything.
Well, most of the population, I believe that we met one Mr. Rom who proved to us that not everybody is able to shift their perspective to understand what parents feel like. Get fucked hard.
That 13-year-old woman didn't know any better.
You mean that young lady that he just sent gooning messages to? If I could have reached through the TV, I swear to God, I would have taken that man's eyeballs and fingers.
Oh my God. I want to see live. And that's another reason I don't want to talk too much about this, because I didn't see it. But I tell you what, if Brantley was up there, it got to a certain level. I would assume that Keem was just like,
So, look, Brantley, I don't really know you personally. I don't have a whole lot of back and forth with you. I think that you do this really funny shit and you tell great funny jokes from what I've seen. And that I love watching you pantomime while people go bok, 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 right? I love that. But honey, autism isn't an excuse for being fucking incompetent. Autism isn't an excuse for behaving terribly. You cannot treat somebody who has autism to a different standard. What you do is you find out the needs that they have to be able to function at a normative level, and you give them the tools and support that they need for their complexities, but you do not change the boundaries of how you treat and treat with people.
Okay.
That's from somebody who has neurological complexities. And
Right.
I can tell you a good portion of our audience has a variety of mental complexities and neurological complexities, and we all feel the same. We need support, we need tools, we need all of that, but we don't need people to make us less human by moving boundaries and pretending we can't be good people.
Say, I hope you heard that. That was well said, girl. Go on. No, that was beautiful. Thank you. And I appreciate that because we don't talk about anything that Cat Lady has or doesn't have because I choose not to. But she deals with a lot. Not only is she a cancer survivor, let's not forget that right off the rip, right? She does deal with a lot. And she's also a successful mother of 4 beautiful chickens. No, I agree. Is that what? Okay, so apparently that's what I think. I think Brantley saw. I don't dare assume anything, but I feel that I saw that it looked like everyone was trying to push Booster out, which to me would be the easy thing to do, right? You've got a man that has agreed to work in return for, he's being taken care of. That much I will say. Keemstar is taking care of that boy. He's got a great deal right now. Look, Keem's not going to let any of us go hungry. I promise you that. There's so many advantages to working for him. And I know I said I wasn't going to glaze him, and I'm not. But I'm also not going to be dishonest and say, okay, all right, let's just start off the rip. Jesus Christ, let me think about this. He bought Sweet Tea a computer. He bought what's the other? What is it with him and toothless women and computers? What is that? If I lose my teeth, do I get a free computer key?
2 out of 2. It sounds like because 2 out of 2.
Yes, it's toothless. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know
2
for a fact.
2 for the toothless.
I know for a fact we're going to be doing host tryouts and intern tryouts this weekend. I know it. I know what Keem's going to do. And when that happens, if you don't have teeth, you best drag your ass up here and get a free fucking computer, goddammit. I'm just saying. You know, shit. We have found Keemstar's weak point. You don't have teeth, you get a computer. You don't have teeth, you get a computer. Look, Boogie doesn't have teeth. Oh my God! I figured it out. That's Keem's. Holy shit! Oh my God, that's his Achilles heel. That's it. We figured it out. He's got a soft spot for toothless people. Oh my God, this explains so much.
Donut glazed mermaids are really just a beard for what he really wants.
He wants toothless women. That's what he wants.
Women.
I mean, I don't blame him. If I was a man, I would love to experience a blowjob from a toothless woman.
I don't know.
I think it would be cool.
I
don't
thought,
know, though.
Especially when they were doing the Sweet Tea gummy love thing, I was thinking, yeah, you're right. If I had a wiener, that'd be kind of great. None of that accidental stuck crap, whatever. And then when Candy did that bit with Yo Mama, where she was talking about the Thanksgiving and having her teeth out, and then the weenie got stuck in the roof of her mouth and shit, I was thinking, wait up, hold a minute. Hold up, I don't want to be stuck with somebody's dick in my mouth. Can you imagine trying to problem solve that, walking around on your knees with some man shuffling around the house and trying to carefully not hurt him with his dick stuck to the roof of your mouth?
Oh God, Keem's gonna. Candy and Sweet Tea are gonna have gold-plated. It's gonna have drama alert. Keem. Spelled on the bottom, Keem, and drama alert up there. Yep, that's it. I'm telling you, we figured it out. Tony Bragaloni, you are fucking amazing. Not only do I love saying your name, you're a wonderful supporter of the LCU. Thank you very much. Wow. Prince Albert. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are talking about Prince. I know what a Prince Albert is, damn it. I dated a guy. He had to sit to pee because it would shoot everyone.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
My ex-husband had that, but he had to take that shit out. No, because it doesn't. You expand like after like some going in and out, but you know you got to get it in there a few times, and that shit's like this.
Okay.
My body's not built like that.
I just realized what we were talking about. Shit. Okay. You've had, I bet. There are some interesting piercings out there to have. Now, I'll be honest, when I was younger, I so wanted to get the done. I did, because it's supposed to be like added sexual pleasure, and you know, I'm all for the next, anyway. All right, sorry. Let's change it. Okay. Okay, so Gidgey loses it because Boogie called her a bad mother, but we're just going to glaze Booster. No, I'm not going to glaze Booster. But Boogie is a man that owns his own home, that's held down some form of work for the past 20 years, that understands paying bills, that understands life. And so, yes, I put more. I do. I'll be honest.
Years older.
I put more on Boogie than I do on Booster. Is Booster a piece of shit? No. He just says really stupid shit. He is trying to use the autism, in my opinion, to get away with it. He's been streaming for 5 years, folks.
Has
5
he
years.
Said shit about the autism, or is it
It's everyone else
who wants to make?
It's
everybody
everybody else.
Booster. He's not trying to fucking make a slip slide out of this broken ass plane for himself with fucking autism. It's everybody around him who's like, it's okay, little darling, you fucked up because you're autistic. We can accept you. It's okay, Penguin Man. Let's go get you a new suit. It'll be good. You can have a lollipop.
Yes, he is. Are you kidding? So independent thinker. I didn't talk to you. Sorry. I just, okay. So he didn't say he said all that because he was autistic. A lot of others did. See, exactly, Ms. Fletcher. I know he's autistic. That's why he is not, look, that right there proves my point. Boogie will go back and say, oh, I'm sorry. My autism, I didn't know what I was doing. Right? Booster, fuck you. What'd I do wrong? It proves it. It proves it right there. It proves it. He has no fucking idea. Booster does not think like you and I. I mean, 5 years? I'm sorry. If I had been doing this for 5 years and I didn't have one fucking person watching me, that's not a normal person. I mean, and I'm not being ugly.
To be fair, he was like Twitch streaming some game shit that's a whole
I
bunch
could
of
go
other
on
kids.
Twitch right now, turn on fucking Hearthstone, which is probably one of the most boring things in the world to watch, and I would have viewers. And
okay, but is there maybe more of a market for like gilfs who play games? I'm just saying, like, there's not a whole big market for like middle-aged ugly men who play games. That's not even a hashtag.
Booster reminds me of a Temu Tommy C. That's a good one. That is a good one. He is kind of like a Temu Tommy C because he'll push the boundaries. He pushes them too far, though, right? Because he doesn't understand. He needs to learn how and what is okay to say. You know, anybody that thought Booster Gold was going to provide IRL content like Boogie or Scooter or anybody, Ultra.
He gave him a simple instruction and told him to go somewhere where fucking people are, okay? He pulled his
But they
ass
told
up
him not to go to
somewhere not a
Walmart.
fucking
No,
person is.
I think Boogie sabotaged him, but he told him not to go to Walmart. I think everyone's first IRL should be Walmart. I really do.
I don't know, because you're technically not supposed to film in
Exactly. But I managed to do it for 2.5 hours, plain as day.
there. I don't know.
I'm just saying. And if you get kicked out, it's content. They're not going to send you to jail. They're going to say, Hey, you can't film. Oh, I'm sorry. I was showing my mom all the new Christmas stuff. If I
Can
can't,
you
I can't.
imagine? Can you imagine being the Walmart personality who's got to kick Booster out? Sir, it's unfortunate, but it's not legal to videotape in here. We're gonna have to escort you off the premises. Fuck you! Go kill yourself.
I need to see.
sir.
I'm missing a lot of
Wait for the
clips. I
police.
see y'all talking about clips, and I hate that I'm missing 'em.
Okay, let's quit talking about Booster and Boogie. Let's talk about Sweet Tea and this whole situation. What you
I
got
know
today?
she'll be back. I know she'll be back, and I would love the opportunity to work with Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is different. She is not like a lot of creators here. I did hear Keem quickly when I was walking in the bathroom. He was talking about Sweet Tea and, what she brings and what her, weaknesses, strengths, things like that are. What? Tell me.
Oh, nothing. He's got to go back to class. I was just trying to be.
Oh, Joey, have a good one. I love Joey. And Joey said we should be Santa Claus and an elf. I think we're working on something like that. Speaking of which, my Grinch pajamas should be here soon. I think I ordered some Grinch-footed pajamas for Christmas Day. I used to love the
What I
Grinch.
wear on Christmas Day.
What do you wear? I hope she learns from this firing too, because as much as I love Sweet Tea, and I do love her so much, you can get $1.49 small mozzarella sticks at Sonic today. They just decided to text me and let me know. Don't know why I even have that turned on since we're not allowed to eat fast food anymore. But anyway, I have a banner. See the banner that's around us? I've got one. It's got Christmas lights. It's so fucking cute, but I can't get us to show up on it, so I'm doing something wrong. So Mr. Scooter is going to drag his happy butt over here and help me today at some point. But he's working on next to no sleep because he stayed up all night with his bros. I heard him when I woke up. At 5 a.m., they were going strong. At 6 a.m., they were winding down. He has to do a show at 11 a.m. our time, right? Or 10. No, 11.
Does he have to wear fishnets today? No? Oh, okay.
No. So I don't believe he should get a free pass. I believe Booster has said and done horrible things that I think need to be talked to. And I think they have. I hope they have. But it's also part of who he is. He's a lolcow. I mean, we get a bona fide lolcow in here. I'm trying to be a lolcow. I know most of y'all are like, oh, bitch, you're already there. I want to get deeper. But I feel like Booster is a real, like, totally unaware of what he does or says. I really do believe that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's got me snowballed. But when I look at someone like Billy, Boogie, I'm sorry, Billy, but Billy's a tenured, Boogie's a tenured, Rastoff is a tenured streamer, I do believe. I believe Rastoff streamed before this. I'm not sure, but definitely Boogie has all the experience in the world, right? And why fight with Booster all the time? Let's not fight all the time. But the Sweet Tea thing, she's going to be back. It's Keemstar. Keemstar's not gonna, if there's a place for her, she's gonna be back.
I mean, would you have fired her? She called 3 hours ahead of the show and said, hey, my kid's got a recital.
So if I had been given the responsibilities that Rastoff had been given.
Mr. Gucci Keemstar Rastoff, what would you do?
So she tells me in a meeting, oh, by the way, I have a recital today. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Tell Mom to take a good recording for you because you don't have one to be at. I'm sorry. As a parent, you get notifications for that. Right? I mean, if your child is going to be in a recital, you know the night before at least.
Granted, I do have to say that, yes, usually there's notifications sent out at least a month ahead of time.
Okay, so you could forget, but
although I have heard people who are in mountainous areas with lots of snow have experienced where the snow clears, so they automatically start doing a bunch of events before the next bit of snow. And because I've never lived in an area like that, I give like 1% feasibility for that. Um, and most of all, it's sweet tea. I had never, ever thought of sweet tea and thought, that is one organized bitch. She's got that shit together.
I know,
I'm
I
gonna
get
be
that.
honest.
I get that. But when you have one child, she has one child, right? Or does she have more? I've heard people say
think
kids.
She has one child, and then she
Okay,
has her
so-
sibling that she helps take care of
Okay,
her mother.
you have one child. Wait, her mother's old.
I mean, people keep fucking.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. You have one child. I had one child. I worked probably 80 hours a week, no lie. I was a horrible mother because I did work a lot and I would forget shit all the time because I'm just as scatterbrained as I am now. Fortunately, I had my parents that would remind me. So I am assuming her mother reminded her is what I'm saying. The whole thing is, I feel like she's not putting this as a priority like a real job.
I think
love
she just
sweet
doesn't like
tea.
being on live. I don't
Well,
think she enjoys it. And
I don't like going live at 9 a.m., but I do it.
you know, I wish to, but her entire career, she's never been timely. Like, she's never been timely, ever.
Okay.
There's never a show. There's never been a show in the LCU that Sweet Tea was on where she was timely. She's always been late.
Okay, that's not a good. You're not arguing for the not. You know, I
Yeah,
know
but I
a
mean,
lot
look,
of people
we
are getting
work-
mad at me right now. I know they are. Now listen.
We work with people who are locals, who are less than functional
I
at some
understand that.
times.
I understand that. I do. I understand that. But when you are dealing with parents, Angie, who else has kids? Tommy. There are so many people that have kids in the LCU. Savage has grandbabies. People have kids that have things going on. They know about it. They plan with their job. Come on, y'all. I don't care how much you. I don't care how much you love Sweet Tea. You have to see this. I am not saying she deserved to be fired. If I was Rastoff, I would say, okay, because I know how important this stuff is. Go do your recital this weekend. You will be streaming by yourself for 4 hours because that's what we were scheduled to do today. So you're going to pick up the slack and you're going to put on a show. You can contact host. You can do whatever you need to do, and that's your punishment. I get what Keemstar was saying. Look,
Yeah.
here's the frustrating part. The community manager is not a paid position. And for some reason, people equate money with responsibility, which is how it should be. I do agree with that. But Keem said it a million times. This is entertainment. This isn't the do things by the book work. This isn't, we have a corporate handbook. That it isn't anything like that. It's the entertainment business. What happens and what works, we do it right then and there. And fuck you if you don't like it. You either go with it or you don't. And I learned that the hard way. And I'm cool with it. I am. Because it happens for a reason, right? And I consider Rebel my show. I do, and I know that's horrible because it's our show. Cat Lady is just as important as I am to this show, and I know that. And I 100% half and half. We work, I will say neither one of us works harder than the other. We both put in the same amount of effort, the same amount of time, it's a great thing, right? She picks up slack for me where I fail and I pick up, back and forth. And that's how it should be. But sometimes that isn't how it is. And when it's not, someone has to say, hey, you know what, Cat Lady, you have been late like the past 4 days. What is going on? I need you here at least 10 minutes before the show starts. And, I feel like I know it sucks. And my heart goes out to Rastoff because I wouldn't want that position. Okay, I'm lying. I am lying. I would love that position. Are you kidding? Who wouldn't? I'm not ready for that position, but I would love it. But you took the position. You took Baby Keem. You took that role. Nobody forced it on you. You agreed to it. So now you gotta stand up. Don't leave us, Rastoff. You're too good for this and you're too fucking important to this universe. Come back.
realize that you have the responsibility of the world on your shoulders. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. I promise you can do it. It sucks, but you can do it. He's doing it to make us harder. He's doing it to make us not give a flying fuck about what's going on in that chat and producing good content. So whatever's happening in that chat is positive and not negative, right? We don't have to read the chat. I've learned this. I don't have to read the chat to know what's going on. You can catch a word or two. You can catch a vibe. And one of us, and I think this is the way for every show, is constantly keeping an eye on chat. And that's Cat Lady, because she's able to do it. I'm not. I get one guide sometimes. Oh, look at Jesus. Oh, look at that. Jesus Christ. Look, you guys.
Here's Jesus.
Here's Jesus. Y'all want to see Jesus this morning? Here you go. Oh, hallelujah. I love our Discord. I fucking love our Discord. Guys, come on. It's funny. Come on. Can we get one with Nightmare and Never mind. I'm sorry. See, maybe it's a Catholic thing. I know that I could be like sacrilegious or bad and go to confession. That poor priest, sometimes I want to see. I still go to a church where we're in individual confessionals. We're not face to face. I know a lot of newer churches are doing face. But I still go in, and I just, I would love to see that priest after we talk. I would love to see him sometimes, especially when sex is involved. Because I get graphic. Because I'm like, shit, this poor man, he didn't get to hear anything fun. Let me tell him, I do.
Sure. Yeah, are you leading your confessional priest into sin?
Look, I would be lying.
That is a sin.
That's a fantasy. Are you kidding? That's a fantasy.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Joking. I have no desire to. Joking. Okay, now I really am teetering on sacrilege. I'm sorry.
So anyways, my opinion. Oh my God.
I was a Roman Catholic, but disagreed. You need a middleman for God. You don't. And you are absolutely right. You don't. As I have grown up, I have learned that religion is religion. You know what? Believe in God. Believe that there is something amazing out there that puts a sparkle in all of our hearts, and we can choose to. And oh God damn, Booster. I was gonna say something really prolific. Fuck it. Never mind. Fuck your goddamn heart shining and whatever ET had. Fuck it, Booster. Buff was right. Keem sucks. Oh, you guys. Keem is getting so much hate right now. And listen. Go ahead. I cut you off.
Well, I was going to say the problem with community manager and all those things, okay, is infrastructure. If you go to any other business out in the world and you get a job title, it comes with the definition of expectations and duties.
Right. You don't think that Keem has done that?
No.
I disagree. Okay, Rastoff, I love Rastoff. You are one of my son's closest friends, and I think you are an amazing man.
Prove me wrong. Scooter, whoever wants to come up who's been a community manager, Josh, any of them.
I don't consider Josh. I hate to be honest. Josh should be a mod. He's not a community manager. He doesn't. He's not involved enough. I don't feel like to be. What has he done as a community manager? What has Josh done?
I don't know. I don't ask about what the community managers do.
I'm just curious. I know Keem asks. I know what Restoff does.
Xylee was a community manager.
Who?
Xylee at one period before Schrodinger's breakfast.
You remember when Xylee was a community manager that weekend? What happened, right?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Look, I think Xylee would be great at it. But the problem is there's too much hate out there for her that anything she does is going to get micromanaged. Xylee still has a ton of... You know what cracks me up? I've told Xylee this she and I have actually talked. I know it's scary, but I've always told her, I don't hate you. I don't hate you at all. I respect you. I just love fighting with you. She's someone you can call her a nasty fucking cunt to her face. And she doesn't take that shit seriously. She doesn't hold on to baggage. She lets it go. And I respect that.
Let me get my name tag. Hello, my name is Nasty Fucking Cunt. Okay, did we have anything else to talk about today?
Tell me this. What is the one thing you are looking forward to in an IRL event? One thing. With all two. You froze.
Is this me? Is it me who's frozen? Or
You're,
you
you're
who's
fine.
frozen?
It was you, but you're fine now.
My morning internet oil checkup.
Wait, refresh, guys. That was me. Refresh. Everything's fine. It's connected. Excellent connection. You know, that happened to Tommy C. I heard them saying it. OBS just said, fuck you for a minute, but we're back. If you guys even saw that. So, do a goal to record your next confession. Oh my God.
That's what we should do. And you know what, guys? I'm going to put it back in Maine. Yeah. We should totally get your confessions.
Is that
Come
legal?
on, bro. You're over here leading a priest into sin. Come on. You got a whole audience here.
What is happening? Why is it? Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with YouTube.
I wonder. Let me see why
We're
you're
good?
doing that.
Okay. I don't hate Rastov. I do think, and here's the deal. I think Rastov has totally been told what to do. I think Keem has been Keem has said, you are Keem, you run this show. So, what happened with Yo Mama and Boogie yesterday, Rastov just needs to have Yo Mama on speed dial or something, because he got him in his place real quick. He said everything all of us wanted to say, and he was able to articulate it to where we could all, yes, Yo Mama! I mean, it was amazing.
God, it was so good.
I wanted to say it so bad, and I didn't even know half of what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay, now it says excellent again.
Let's see. I'm going to check and see if I've got any of our advice column, if anybody's requested from our form.
Oh, that's right. We need to talk about that. And I agree with you. Okay. In this community, I think that would be very hard to do, right? I always thought that Ken, before he came back, would have been such a great president or whatever that role was, right? Because that way he didn't have a show. You know, look, Billy already had 2 shows. That's a lot. 2 shows. I would love to have 2 shows eventually. I really would. I'm not going to lie, because I want to do just a comedy. I want to do like a bus kind of show.
Several of us,
yeah,
because you know me, I want to do.
She's dying to do a B Circuit rewind. She is dying.
Well,
to do
or
it.
a variety show.
You should hop on. You know what? The easiest way to do it, I'm going to tell you, start hopping on with Phantom or with whoever and doing it. And the more Keem sees it and sees a residual from it.
Yeah, but to do a variety show, what I'm talking about.
You and I want to do a Carol Burnett kind of show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's not something that you can just hop onto somebody else's stream and just do a skit about, something that's happened that day and then end it with a song. I mean, it has to be a place meant for it, and people because it takes a lot of time to put those things together. So people who want to read,
but
invest a lot of time.
Scooter, I now know who you are. Scooter, I bet you I know who you are. But you're absolutely right. This show has no direction. It's just a podcast right now. It's just a podcast where we go over LCU, and I don't want that. The one thing I loved, and I've always said it about being on Queens, Mike does a show. You feel like, you get something. You're paid off at the end, whether someone's covered in something, whatever. So maybe that's an idea. Maybe you and I should talk about, because I would love to do that. And it would be nice because, look, we follow Cafe, so you get a rewind. That's why I told you guys I don't want to talk about all this shit. But somehow we've spent an hour talking about all this shit. Have fun, Greeky. Take care of yourself. And again, another person, please keep her in your prayers. All of us have stuff going on IRL that we don't talk about and we shouldn't have to talk about. But a lot of us have animals that, are nearing the end. And it's the holidays. And I just found that so incredibly insensitive, because I know so many people that have just lost their pets. And look, when my little bit was gone, she was gone. So I mourned her. If she was still here, there are people in the chat that know I had a cat. His name was Bobo. He was my best friend. He will always be my best friend. I only had him for 9 years. But I woke up one morning and he was in the chair not being himself. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with him? Took him to the vet. $9,800 later, there was nothing else we could do. And, you know, the fact that he's talking about the money just kills me. Because when you have a pet, it doesn't matter. I ran up credit card. I didn't care. But to mourn the animal before it's gone is a disservice to the animal, and you are too good of a pet owner to do that. So can we not put Sammy in the grave before Sammy is in the grave? Plenty of time to mourn after he's gone. I'm sorry. It really, really bothered me yesterday what he was doing. I don't know if it was a sympathy bait. I don't know what it was, but it was ugly, and I didn't like it. So, pet insurance, my peoples, yes. Dear God, if you are someone that doesn't just have residual money hanging around, get pet insurance. It will save you. No?
Oh no, you just got me thinking about the animals. Everybody's got me like traveling the seas of tragedy the past 2 days. Like,
I don't know if I can play that.
Captain on up. Captain on up.
Look, y'all want to cheer up again? Let's cheer up. Let's look at this. Here, let's all cheer up. Everybody, ready? We're gonna get an emote with this. There you go. Hang on, wait for it. Wait for it. Sorry, y'all. I love me some Xylee. I'm sorry. I'm so easily amused. I am so easily amused. Forgive me. Sorry. Hey, Methy! Let's be real. He spent $1,500 in donations to the show before BS, but he can pay the vet. Yeah, you know, look, no offense. Boogie bitching about money is disgusting. All right? We all know. As Kim tells us, we all know they are on record breaking. All the other hosts see what they make. I promise you, a $1,500 vet bill is nothing to Boogie. Don't let him fool you. I promise. Jesus. And look, don't be upset. You know Kim's going to give Sweet Tea a path back, but she's got to realize the job's the most important thing when she's here. I'm not saying it's the most important thing in her life.
They just need to open up Bus. They need to put Scooter there. They need to put her there. And they just need to let
Scooter's
them do
got
Bus.
2 shows now. Scooter can't do a 3rd show. There's no way.
I'm sorry, but Nerds is not Lacey and Scooter. Nerds isn't
I don't
Lacey
know
and...
that Lacey is Nerds. I gotta be honest. Lacey is my problem with Nerds. And I love Lacey. Y'all know I like her.
Yeah.
She's very intelligent. She's a great speaker. She's funny. But I just don't. I love her on Babe. I love her on that show. But I don't know. Buff, get your ass back here and do it with Scooter. Goddammit. God, that would be amazing. Is Sweet Tea really gone? Is anyone ever really gone from the LCU? I ask you that. Now look, right now we're missing Buff. I love you so much, Buff. I saw you last night, and I want to see you in the LCU, not on yourself. You deserve more than 15 people watching you, and you know you would get that here. Please come back, Buff. Sorry, that's my big one that I really miss. Rastov, who would be an absolute idiot not to come back. I know where he lives. I know the dollar exchange. He gets paid in American dineros. Get your ass back here. And Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea's going to be back, but I think there needs to be responsibilities. And look, I understand.
Are Nightmare and Grim going to be brought back to the server? Or are they
They're
just
back.
going to keep like...
They're back.
They're back on the
They're back.
server?
They're
or
back
are
on
they
the
just
server.
Wild Westing still on YouTube?
No, they're
okay,
back.
'cause
They're back.
They've been Wild Westing it on their own.
No, I'm not pushing for Scooter. Scooter has 2 shows. I don't want him to have a 3rd show. Who would want to watch a 3rd show? That's crazy. 6 hours of any host, unless it's Keemstar. Even Keemstar, I don't want to. I'd get bored. But yeah. Oh, I love Maine Coons. Wait, did somebody say that's what Bobo was? Sorry, that's what my kitty was.
Those are very handsome cats.
He was very handsome. He wore pants. He had different pants, and he used to go out and travel with James Harden, and he would take him to... Sorry. I'm a very bizarre person. All of my animals have stories, and they talk. I mean, I'm their voice, but they talk, and they have different voices. Like, Little Bit had her voice.
It's amazing. I'm Cat
heaven.
Lady.
Yeah.
But like...
I'm the animal
Everybody
one.
else on this server has more animals and cats than I do. I I have like the most normal relationship and amount of cats of anybody on server. Guys, I've got 2 cats, and they're just like my cat pets. We sleep together sometimes. It's okay and normal, but I mean, like, why am I the cat lady?
Give me a little bit more time of you talking, because now you just verbalize that differently. Go ahead and say who you think I... Damn it, you've got... Keep talking. I'm going to figure... By Friday, I'm going to figure out who you are. We'll put both votes in. And you can just tell me yes or no, but you have to be honest. Scooter.
This Scooter? Is that your... Is that not your, like, favorite fan? Scooter's dad?
Oh, what happened to Scooter's dad? I wanted to apologize to him. I was kind of rough on him. That's someone I did want to apologize to. I don't know. That's weird. He did kind of...
He fell off.
Yeah. You know, look,
I
know. I've realized a lot of people that I called a lot of things. It was me, not them. Okay? It was my own insecurities. But with Sweet Tea, look, she can't get rewarded with bus or whatever. What Keem wants from her is not that much. He wants her to pay attention, talk into your mic. For some reason, she has to get right here on her mic, which if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. But listen to me. You got to do the job. This man has spent over, at this point, probably upwards of $3,000 of his own money trying to help you. You got to give him the respect back. Now, if you forgot about the recital, that's something we haven't heard. We haven't heard her story. She may say, I forgot about it. I told them I forgot about it. But that's not what's being told to us. What we're being told is Sweet Tea said, oh, by the way, I have a recital, right? So I don't know what she really said. None of us do. But she knew. And I can't give her a pass on that. I just can't. Look, if it's not her, then her mom. Somebody knew last night or the night before that today was going to be that. And as a mother, sometimes we have to juggle shit and it's hard. Okay, I get that. And I understand her life is not easy. But you know what? A lot of people's lives aren't easy. A lot. I know what Cat Lady goes through. You guys don't. And I will put what she does in a 24-hour period up against any fucking host in this network next to Angie. Next to Angie. I would say Angie and Cat Lady do so much outside of the LCU as far as having to work and do things for family and whatever. So just know that, you know, I understand responsibility and I understand, but guys, again, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again, live streaming is the easiest fucking job in the world. It's as hard as you make it. If you're good at this and you enjoy people and you have structure, you can what? Are you crying?
No, but let's be honest, said my little one just told me yesterday about the Christmas program today and I had to miss it. And I'm so sorry that you had to miss that memory. I'm really glad that I've had the opportunities as a person who's worked in, you know, management positions and stuff, that I never had to punish employees because they had things for their children that they wanted to get to see.
I've unfortunately been in a district manager position where I've had to fire people for things.
You know, I was always lucky that for this kind of stuff, I could put people on a PIP and a mentorship and they'd either work the program or not work the program.
Right. The problem is she's not working it. And you're right. Nobody knows what's going on in her life. Nobody knows what's going on in anyone's life. But Sweet Tea is the only host that gets away with everything she gets away. I love Sweet Tea. I think she is an amazing young lady. I think I've always said that I think she's got a past, that she found Jesus and she's all better now. And she is such a sweet young lady. I love her to pieces. But you got to have responsibility for your job. Outside of your family, your church, your job should really be that third focus, right? I mean, if you're the breadwinner, if your money matters, your job should be up there. It should, you know, in my opinion, it's family, church, and I know it's supposed to be church, family, but I'm just being honest. For me, it's my family, then church, and then my job. And you know, those vary depending on what's going on. Sometimes I put more emphasis on my job. Sometimes I put more emphasis on whatever, but I just don't feel like she took the responsibility part. That's my biggest problem with all this. And I know y'all are going to hate me for this. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. I hope she will be back. But responsibility is a bitch.
Let's turn it up. You got a song? Let's do a song. Let's break this up and let's get over this. And let's do some funny reaction stuff. Let's break this bitch up. Let's
Perry,
go.
You and I agree with that. Let's get into some fun stuff because apparently I am not being fun, so I am going to switch.
Well, it's not that, but I mean, like, we've definitely talked Booger, Booster,
I don't want to talk about anything else.
Off
'cause
Team, Sweet Tea to death. I think that we've
Life got
LCU'd
too-
all we need to LCU. Let's do something fun. You know?
All right. So let me go to my thing. All right. So I want to show you guys this one first. I love this. This was so crazy. Hang on. All right. Now, I don't know the rules and everything behind showing TikToks and stuff like that. So fuck it, we ball. All right. Now, I got to find the volume. Hang on, because I've never shared. Okay. So, point of view, you taped your husband's Tinder account to the bathroom mirror and set up a hidden camera. All right, here we go. Oh, I don't need the music.
Uh-oh, Tyler. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when your wife found you? Tinder. What you gonna do?
Look at his face. Look how red his face is. Look at that.
Hey, so I just found out that my wife found my Tinder. Yeah.
He called his lawyer first, didn't he?
Call this girlfriend.
Yeah, I would say don't call me or text me for a couple days. Let me see how this pans out. Probably not gonna be good, but let me just give me a couple days. Don't text or call me. I'm gonna have to delete your number. So I will call you
What a piece of shit.
once after things go down. See how this plays out. Yeah, no, I'm fine, but it's playing.
All right. Fuck him. We don't need to go in any more in that. That's the end of it. It's just him talking to his girlfriend, I guess, at that point. So, yeah. I was cheated on, and when I found out, we obviously ended up getting a divorce, and, but I would you do something like that? Would y'all do something like that to your husband? If you busted, I mean, hell, that's amazing. I hope she went viral. But Jesus Christ, like, that's something that wasn't a thing when I was young. We didn't have the internet and internet dating. And now, here's the problem. God, I can't believe I'm going to be honest about this. My husband, the second time around that we got back together, didn't physically cheat. It was online. It wasn't like sexting, but it was like a shifty type situation where it was who he was going to, who he was leaning on. And I will always consider that mentally cheating, and he wouldn't. But I mean, I read the conversations. They were very intimate, not intimate sexual, but intimate feeling wise. Now, trust me, there was sex in there too. But so I don't know. Tell me, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm really sure that I would like to be face to face. I like fighting people, and I would have really enjoyed being able to fight him. I mean, I've never been in the situation where I had a partner that I was married to that did that. I mean, I've been cheated on one time, but
now, how do you feel about putting it online to blast for the world? Because this is new for me. So, you put your ex out there, and now this man's face, I wouldn't recognize him if I ran into him at the grocery store. But, like, I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, YouTube. I agree. It's crazy.
I might be willing that. Okay, so the one situation where I have been cheated on knowingly, I mean, I wouldn't mind have posted on the onlines. People deserve to know.
Back in my day, everyone would know except the wife, the husband, and everyone. Exactly. Like the first time, and this was now Jesus, 15 years ago, 20 years ago at this point? No, 15 years ago. Yeah, I didn't know, but everyone else knew. Everyone. She was my friend. It sucked. It sucked because we had just had someone come in. Oh, that's the worst way. Because that's the way it was back then. Nowadays, you can cheat with someone in fucking India and nobody will ever know. I personally could never have an online-only relationship. I need to know what someone smells like. That is a big one. I'm a scratch and sniff kind of gal. I need to know that you are not some kind of disgusting varmint that, like when I look at Booster, I see a man that probably doesn't shower regularly. That's what I think of, okay? So I'm sure he does. I'm sure his mom and sister make sure he bathes, but it's just people look a certain way and I gotta know, you know? And he probably doesn't smell. In real life, he probably doesn't. It's like Boogie. Everyone says Boogie would smell because he's a fat ass, and everyone says he doesn't smell at all. I wouldn't think Boogie would smell, by the way. I bet Cat Lady stinks.
Pretty sweaty right now.
What?
I mean, like, this
What
damn
happened?
thing is like hotter than hell.
Okay, but it was fucking 30 degrees in Texas on Monday. It is now 70, almost 70 degrees. I swear to God.
My air conditioner's on.
Yeah, my AC is on now. I've got a fan blowing on me because I decided to wear a fucking sweater.
This
Imagine
shit's crazy.
dying of heat. Anyway, sorry.
In December. Well, you know, the guy
You're
who
right.
cheated on me, I can't be too mad about because he cheated on me with his baby mama that
Oh.
apparently I stole him from. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Ladies, don't ever get with and gentlemen, don't ever get with a woman. Don't ever get with a guy if they're in a relationship already. If they cheated, they'll cheat again. I really, really believe that.
We
I
weren't in a
really do.
relationship. Well, I mean, I should have been clued off when I went to the strip club to hang out with the employees, and then I got kicked out of the strip club and couldn't come back to the strip club because the lady who was in charge of the cocktail waitresses was actually the baby mama to her mans that I stole.
Okay, fuck the LCU. Let's talk about the topless bar, shall we? Have you, I mean, was that where y'all hung out?
Sometimes, you know, sometimes like you ever have like a team where like they like to go to the strip club.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever,
been
you know, it's not a
several-
big deal. It's
I love
somebody's
strip clubs.
birthday. You know, one of the things, I have a good time, but also when it's people's birthday, I like to go with my employees because you know what happens? They drink and do dumbass shit. And then, like, you have to hope that they don't go to jail and don't show up to work the next day. So instead, you're there, you have one drink at the beginning of the night, have some fun, and then you're the designated driver for everybody. We had lots of fun at the ballet. They knew who we were.
I love
They
that.
recognized
I
my
love that.
face.
No, I've always enjoyed. I have respect for any woman that is able to take her clothes off in front of anyone, let alone a room full of horny men. Good for her. I could never do it, but good for her. If she can do it and she's okay with that, right? You know? I know that Final Chicken hates me, but I'm going to say this. I am so sorry for what happened to you, and don't ever think that it was something you did wrong. We get scorned so easily. And we think, you know what, I'm never trying again. I'm guilty of it myself. I was an idiot that didn't have any self-esteem, so I went back to the same man I was with, right? That was my own stupidity. But there's someone out there for everyone, and we all are going to get bumped and bruised and kicked around on the way there, but don't ever stop looking because you're going to find them. Sorry. I know they're a good person. I know Final Chickens, that we have a lot of people, whether or not they like me or not, I pay attention to what people type in different chats and stuff. Everyone's afraid to say Lila and Luna are actually terrible. I'm not. It was boring as shit. I turned it off.
Wasn't it their first
It
stream
was their first
together?
stream, though. It was their first stream.
And,
give them
you
a chance to cook. Give them a chance to cook. Because Lila, I'm telling you, Lila is good, but she's an intern. She needs guidance, you know. She did great here. People loved her here. You know, Luna can't.
Plus, Luna's appropriate place is next to YM for like 3 to 7 episodes of Pit. Let's all be really frank. I support Yo Mama's campaign to have Luna on his show for 3 to 5 episodes. I can't wait to see them fight. I love it. I want it. I need it. I'm dreaming about it.
Luna did put it behind a paywall. I loved that. I thought that was smart. She said, "You want to hear about it? $50." I love that.
She just said, "No thanks." I'm telling you, Luna, you have no idea. The frenemies, the
Luna.
enemy's energy is the strongest and most interesting energy you will ever find in this kind of entertainment. And my God, if you would just let it happen and just go with the flow and you would just let the hate flow through, oh, it would be so good.
No, she's gonna come into her own. Trust me, she's good. Look, they have both those girls have been through a lot, and unfortunately, it's all been public. So I love both of them behind the scenes. Look, they're South African. That's my thing. You know, listen. Siri, can you say good morning? Oh, there's like 5 shows that could be completely removed, and it wouldn't. You're absolutely right, Kelly. Anyway, it's South African. He's South African. I love the accent. But I like Luna too. And Delta, I promise, I get it. I know it feels like it's never going to happen. I'm not an ugly person. I get it that I'm fat right now and I'm losing weight. But I'm not going to give up because I know there's someone out there that I am going to sit on the rocking chair with and have fun with that's going to, take care of me and I'm going to take care of him and we're going to have a great life. I believe it. We got to believe. We can't give up because then we just become scorned old biddies and nobody likes that, right? So we're going to stay positive. We're going to stay on this upward trajectory and we're going to find people. There are people out there for everybody, damn it. Look at Cat Lady. She's had 2 of them, for Christ's sake. The fuck?
The first one was bad. The first one was no good. No good on the first one. Sometimes you get a bad apple.
I say third time's the charm, so this will be, yeah. But no, I do. Yeah, Luna's really good. Luna lurks in a lot of shows, actually. A lot of us hosts, and I've gotten better at it. I've started lurking instead of typing. I missed you guys, by the way, typing, because a lot of you guys are really fun. But I decided to do some lurking. And, I was lurking during Rewind yesterday when they were going over your jalapeno. We're going to eat spicy stuff again. You know what I'm going to get her, you guys? On Friday, we're going to drink and we're going to shuck some oysters and we're going to do some fun stuff. But she is going to be drinking some spicy michelada.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean... what?
With jalapenos on the side.
What?
We'll see. Anyway, that was hilarious. They covered it and she was right. Cat Lady is, you guys. Cat Lady's
I think
amazing.
they misunderstood. I had that thing so I could hold the thing in there to keep catching the tears on my eyes. But I needed to shove the bread in my mouth because it was so spicy in my mouth. But I couldn't achieve both at the same time without getting more jalapeno juice with my fingers in my eye. So it was the only way I could get both jobs done.
I'm not going to play this whole one, but I want to know what you guys think about this. And it's going to be, I'm just going to preface it, it's going to be the First Amendment stuff, right? The right to videotape in public. So tell me what you guys think about this. And I am all for the First Amendment. I just don't like it when it's done like this, personally.
Oh my God.
What? I won't play it.
Announcements. Look at the announcement.
Hang on. Let me let everyone see, because everyone's not in Discord. Hang on.
I don't know that everybody's supposed to see.
Announcements are...
I just know that I have to behave myself now.
Okay, I'll just read it. All the chats got wiped clean today to make sure our LCU Discord did not have any Discord TOS violations in it. Remember, it's your responsibility to follow Discord TOS. Keem. Yeah, I thought we were always really good at that. Wow, all the chats got wiped. Wait, no. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So,
I
look.
have to behave. I
Yeah.
have to behave.
Everyone has to behave. So Keem just let us know that apparently probably fucking, I'm telling you, Boogie, for being such a smart man, you really are stupid. I'm sorry, he pisses me off. I don't know what this is about, but all I know is yesterday Boogie was suicide baiting everybody. Look, where's general chat? General chat is gone to me. There is no general chat. It goes host, news, intern, fan art, show topics. Where is general?
Is that what he means? They removed the main? Is that what he means? I'm not smart. This is really very
it wouldn't make
frustrating.
sense to leave. Huh. I do not see main chat. Huh. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. Again, TOS is TOS. There's things you just don't do. I don't know why. Here is a problem I have.
Oh, thank you.
Hey guys, I was listening in the background. I just want to let you know there is just a new main chat, a new pay pig, a new crown, all that. Okay. You just have to hit the little on your Discord browse channels and hit the little check mark next to the new ones.
Thank you.
We had to wipe everything, so you can look at announcements, the new announcements too. We had to wipe that, or host chat for an explanation on why.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Okay, thank you, Keem. I appreciate that. All right, so everything is still there. You just have to, and like you said, just go to browse chats and check. It's still there. I see it. Okay. Again, we all are responsible for following TOS. Oh, it's raining. Oh, this sucks. It's dark and rainy outside, you guys. Oh, can I take y'all out there? There's still plenty of time. So this is like end of baiting. Yes. Well, look, there is no place. We are a lolcow drama network. Take your fucking feelings and your fucking suicide baiting and get the fuck out of here and go somewhere else with it. We're not a fucking kumbaya, let us help you community, motherfucker. I believe in what yo mama did to you, Boogie, and I pray to God that he gets a chance to come at your ass again tonight. I really do. I'm so mad at Boogie for the whole dog thing. That really bothered me. I'm not even talking about the suicide. Boogie, you're better than this.
Who fucking starts mourning a dog months before it dies, maybe?
Because you want sympathy. You want people to feel sorry for you.
Poor fucking Sammy. Like, can you imagine what it was like experiencing those several hours of a man hooing and hawing and crying and screaming and tearing up an office while you're a dog just feeling kind of icky? Like, what about his experience? Like, you care so much about this sweet fucking animal that all of us get behind.
Yeah.
But you don't have the peace of mind to do one fucking thing, and that's keep it together and calm for the fucking dog that you pretend you care so much fucking about. See, did you write this morning, motherfucker?
If I haven't told you lately, I love you and appreciate you.
Sorry, thank you.
No, do not apologize. Welcome, Grace. Thank you so much. All right.
Sorry.
No, I love it. 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 You are great. You really are. You know what? When I came back, I was petrified that he was going to take me and put me with fucking Boogie or God only knows where, because
Be like, let me punish you.
ever since, man, when she had my back, I know I talk about it a lot, but when she had my back with Gemini, it just proved to me how fucking real she is. I love her, and she is so fucking witty. She really is. When you give her, and it's just like it goes in spurts. Like every 15 minutes, we get this really amazing. So cool.
You gotta recharge. You gotta recharge the skipper, okay?
I like that. He did stress. Look, how many times has this idiot done it where he's running around the house screaming and blowing shit up and the cops got to come? You don't think that stresses the dog out?
Let's call the fucking veterinarian. Hey,
You know
my
what?
dog
Yeah.
who's having kidney problems. Do you think I should rant, rave, scream, yell, walk around
Throw
crying,
shit?
get blind ass drunk while I'm 400 pounds, mount around the house, and then, instead of moving furniture, maybe just toss furniture around my fucking house? Do you think that'd be good for my dog? They're gonna be like, come bring your dog in. Let's put them next to, somewhere comfortable. We'll get them hydrated. You can have your miniature breakdown.
I need you to answer. Suko asked, can anyone tell me what happened with Boogie? Those dogs deal with that all the time. It's sad because they do pick up the vibes. Like, little bit, my dog, she would lay right here with me. And, like, I never would have thrown the vase. Like, if she was still around, there's no way, right? Because I am so aware that and little dogs are different. I've had big dogs, I've had little dogs. I've had dachshunds and German shepherds, all right? And I'm going to tell you right now, my dachshund fed off of every bit of energy we gave out. Every bit of it. She was more like a little human than any German shepherd I've ever had. And I've had some awesome German shepherds. But they fed off the energy more. That's what I felt like. And T-Berry said something that I agree with. I've lost it, but go ahead.
Glowshine just said, least we forget the time Boogie screamed in Sammy's face to prove a point to Keem on live. I mean, like...
God, Jesus Christ, Glow, I forgot about that. And do I sound silly because I quit because Boogie called me a bad mom? If that's why you all think I quit, nobody paid attention. You can call me anything you want. Did it hurt my feelings? Did it bring up repressed memories? Abso-fucking-lutely. I quit because I felt like I didn't matter. My time got changed without even asking. And that's when Gidgey had to grow up, put her big girl pants on and realize, you know what? This is the entertainment business. It's not HR. Keem can do whatever the fuck he wants, whenever the fuck he wants. And I now respect that. I understand it. When he pulled Lila, it wasn't a, hey, what do you guys think about this? As much as I would have loved it, because I want to be in that inner circle. I want to understand how all this works. But he did it, and he put her over there, and I think it's going to be amazing. I do. But I think you guys have to remember with Luna, she gave birth 4 fucking months ago. I don't even think it's been a full 4 months. There's no way I could do this and do what she's doing. So I give her all the kudos in the world as a woman and a mother being able to do this. So just keep being strong. Everything's going to work out. Boogie, you got a lot. I don't want to make the whole thing about Boogie, but... he really I don't want to hear a fucking apology because it's going to be a bunch of fucking bullshit. But he needs to bring it. I heard Keem on live this morning say sometimes Boogie has great shows, sometimes he sucks. And that is so true. And you would think with a man of 18 plus years of online experience, we'd get more better than suck. And I feel like they're pretty tied right now. Boogie is amazing. And when he puts his mind to it and he doesn't think about shit, he does great. And then he does whatever the fuck yesterday was. And if I'm honest, if that's exactly
before. Because at least we not forget, 15 minutes within starting, they knew Boosters
shut up! I've been here 2 years. I built this place. This is my fucking show. I'm the one. I'm the reason.
Well, Boogie Cat, you know what that sounds perfect for? Getting out of your house and doing the IRL that Booster failed at 15 minutes ago. Let's go. Solves our problem. Let's have a show.
Did we ever get an explanation on why Boogie decides IRL is eating a fucking sandwich? Or having a viewer come and meet you and you can't even buy the viewer a fucking sandwich? That is just so low class. Jesus Christ, this man makes money. I don't know.
I'm not going to pocket watch it, but you know me.
I'm over Boogie shit right now.
I would have gone outside.
I know you would have. You've done an IRL. Her first IRL blew Boosters away. Was right up there with mine. She did great. For the first time going out in public. I mean, it's not hard, but I'm gonna hold true that I feel like Boogie set him up. Why wouldn't you have him go to a grocery store or a Walmart? Doesn't make sense to me. So what if, Scooter said it. He's like, so when we went down to...
fucking drag my name in your shitty fucking narrative.
What?
Drag my name in your shitty fucking...
What shitty narrative? What are you talking about?
You want to blame Boogie for everything that's wrong in the goddamn world, you fucking do it, but don't drag me into it.
Oh, okay, I will. Because Boogie's a piece of shit for what he pulled yesterday. What do you mean?
Shut the fuck up.
Huh? Right there. There's one left. I got more coming. Hey, look, he's Boogie's friend. I expect him to take Boogie's side because I guarantee you he was probably talking to Boogie last night and calming him down and everything else. And
Justice
you know,
for Leo, indeed.
yeah.
Sorry.
You know, and
The
what
forgotten
about
dog.
poor Leo? Why does? Thank God for Desi, because Desi. But you openly have, and I know he's always done this, and it's always bothered me, but he openly doesn't like the other dog as much. I don't get
He's
that.
just a dog. That's why. He's just a dog. This dog is just a dog. He doesn't lick the inner rash between the folds of fat.
I mean, he just found out his dog's gonna die.
How'd you do when you found out your dog was gonna die, Matthew? Yeah. So don't try and pull that shit with me.
How did I do?
He's a grown-ass man.
Dude, shut the fuck up. This is fucked. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor Boogie. Oh. You know what? Greek girl has been fighting with her dog for months now. You never see her say anything, and I shouldn't use her name, but I know she's not here because I wouldn't bring it up because it's so painful for her. But she's been fighting and working with her dog, and I'm sure there are others of you that are. And I just think it's really fucking selfish to come on crying about an animal that's doing great, sitting right by you. You know, if you want to do that, do it offline, because there are plenty of us that have lost animals that don't want to hear it.
I don't know why you're being so fucking hateful.
Am I being hateful?
You are. I'm sorry.
No, don't laugh. Tell me the truth. Do you guys think... Couldn't agree more, Gidgy. Scooter needs to go back to bed, get up on the other side. I've lost 2 dogs in a moment of crying, but nothing like that. Animals are pretty smart, and it...
I think your son may have forgot that Boogie is a man in his 50s. He's not like his peer group or younger.
Yeah, I mean, this is a grown man with a mortgage, with, you know, responsibilities that is able...
Maybe it's time for Scooter to have some IRL friends that are in their late 20s, early 30s, so he can remember what life outside the LCU is like. You know, get a little perspective on reality
Exactly,
outside
Glow.
of the network.
Yes, exactly, Glow. Grief does not excuse horrible actions or words. You're allowed to grieve, but you're not allowed to go and attack other people. And look, I know that everybody hates Booster and thinks he is the worst thing in the world. The way I look at Booster is he is an intern that's been given an amazing chance. He's an idiot and opens his mouth without talking, but why are we giving him so much attention? Like, I don't put that much oomph in what Booster says, but when Boogie says something, I do, because I know Boogie knows right from wrong. I don't know if Booster knows how to put his underwear on by himself. Just being honest. I've seen Boogie for 18 years. I've watched that motherfucker. When my son was little, I watched Boogie. I'm a gamer. I've always watched Boogie. Bullshit. He's pissed off at me. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. The one thing I promised I would do, and in getting sober, is be honest and tell my true opinion. And
That's
I'm
what we do
sorry
here.
if it's upsetting my son and other people. It is just the way that I feel. It is my truth, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down. Booster tries to be a performer, and Scooter seems more of a... Scooter is more of a podcast personality. I agree. I do agree. He's very good. That's what he wants to do. You know, he loves the big podcasters. If I had a year to live, I would not want my family to have a mental crash out in front of thousands of people. If you knew you were going to die next year, would you tell your family?
I can already tell you, I already lived through this.
What'd you do?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. No way in hell. No way in hell. Just like my mother did it. I found out when my mother was in the hospital. This was inevitable. We knew it was going to happen, but she never told me. So there's a point of being... You got to take care of those around you. You know, you got to stop and not be selfish and think about the people around you. So when Boogie's freaking out, how is Desi doing? How is the 20-year-old girl, or however old she is, I don't care. But how is the young girl doing? You know, how is Chad dealing with this, that's seen you for 30 years?
Oh, shush.
What?
I got to see the thumbnail
gotta
for live. I got to see what it is.
It's
I
up
got
already?
To see,
Share it.
apparently.
Share it, because I need to put in the redirect for cash.
YouTube, the cow live. Sorry, I talked to myself the whole time I
got
typed.
it. Here, I'll show you. I got it. Wow, that was an easy thumb. Oh, that's a horrible picture of Sweet Tea. I don't like that picture of Sweet Tea. I don't like that. Look, wait, why is Boogie X'd out? He quit? Or we're not that lucky? I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, we're not that fucking lucky. We'll be without a goddamn job in January if he quits.
What now?
We'll be without a job in January if Boogie quits. So let's all braze down to Boogie and say it's okay that you mourned your dog that's
Why
living
does your
right next
son
to
think
you.
the entire LCU hinges on fucking Boogie?
It's that inner circle. It's that Rostov-Keem Boogie inner circle.
What
It's that
fucking
inner
imaginary
fucking circle.
island of fucking information does he think that he owns where in any way, shape, or form the only reason the LCU functions at all is because Boogie moonlights 2 hours a week?
I agree. I don't disagree with you. I'll be honest. Here's the deal. I know that my son is very close to Boogie and Rostov. I do know that, and I understand that. But we're entertainers. This is
There
our
was a
job.
time.
Were you all laughing and having fun when Boogie was crying about Sammy as Sammy was sitting right there next to him?
Let's just be careful what we're doing, because the last time you did this, you left the LCU in tears.
I didn't leave the LCU because Boogie yelled at me. Boogie, you are welcome to come in here, and I'll give it right back to you, baby boy. I'll give it right back to you. Because here's the deal. I never left the LCU because of what Boogie did. It was a perfect excuse. That was my excuse. You want me to be totally fucking honest? That was my goddamn excuse. I felt disrespected, I was in my feelings, and I was fucking upset. So yes, that is why I quit. When Boogie finally fucking came in here and yelled at me, yes, I felt like shit, so it was real fucking easy. I'm done. Fuck it.
There was a time in building
I'm not going to
the
argue with you
LCL.
about, this is going to go real life now. I'm sorry, because this is going to go real life, and he and I are going to fight real fucking life about this. And this is the part that sucks. This is why I said I don't want to work with my son, and
You
this
know
is why he
what?
doesn't
Your
want to
son
work with
should be able to have a difference of fucking opinion than his mother, and if choosing to work in the same place, be able to allow her to do fucking streams with her own fucking opinions.
I agree.
Scooter, you're almost 30?
He's 20, yeah. He'll be 28 in February.
Now, there was a time when LCL and LCU
Hang
did
on.
depend
He's
on
not
Boogie.
He's not taking, he's taking Boogie's side, yes, but he's not choosing Boogie over his mom. That would never happen, I promise. This is just the difference of, I think what Boogie did yesterday was reprehensible. He does not.
He doesn't think that sympathy and suicide
Yes,
dating
French fry.
for more than 12 hours on other people's shows, fucking main chat and fucking VCs, and then fucking live was enough? He doesn't think that's abhorrent?
Well,
he
it's
doesn't think
Boogie.
that's abusing our audience and community?
It's Boogie. He can do that. And then he can sit there and play games
It's got
and
no difference
obviously
who the
not pay
fuck it
attention on
is.
live.
It's no different who it is.
I'm sorry, Boogie, you are welcome to come up here and dig into me
I'm
all
a gun
you
enthusiast. I could go out back and I could go shoot some animals. Does it make it okay? Because it's me. I've been a gun enthusiast since the whole fucking time y'all known me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, listen
I
to her
mean-
accent. Come on, listen to her accent.
I've always been a fucking like gun shooter, so I can go shoot my gun at
No,
things, and if
Barbara.
it's whatever I'm gonna hit, I hit, and it's okay. Who gives a shit what I hit? Because I'm a gun shooter, so y'all have to accept whatever I shoot with guns. Y'all can't judge that, right? That's how it works.
You are amazing. I could not agree more. You have been spitting straight facts today, girl. You are on fucking fire. Seriously.
This shit is there's no way you can pretend that abusing your audience and community is acceptable because of who somebody is. Every single person who's an internet personality has the fucking right to cancel themselves.
Yep. And look, I feel like he thinks because he is Boogie 2988, which does still hold value, that he can get away with whatever this is. But Boogie, I hope he rewatched it. I really do, because just the little part that I saw with the suicide, I don't even know if we're supposed to use that word. I'm sorry. Watch your P's and Q's, hosts, because obviously Boogie's going to bring it down for all of us, and we all need to make sure that we're following TOS. I'm sorry that my son and I do not agree with this, and I'm sure there are other hosts that are not going to agree with me, and I'm okay with that. I am at peace with the way that I feel and the way Cat Lady feels. I think we're both in agreement that what happened yesterday was not okay. That's not okay. If you need to cry about an animal that is still alive, do it off camera. What about all the people that lost an animal recently? Or even in the past year? What about Skip? Oh, never mind.
Yep.
I'm glad you're still here. Oh my gosh. And see, getting the baby comfy. I love that. Hey, Glock, how are you? I miss seeing you. I know this new time. Yes, W's in chat for fucking... He wasn't crying. No, you're right. He wasn't crying, John. He wasn't. That's when I turned it off, when I realized he wasn't actually crying. He was doing that. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm like, wait, he's not crying. And what kind of life is it for Desi to say, oh, we had to move the breakable things. Chad and Desi had to move the breakable things out. Then he knocks over a bookcase, which we know Desi's going to pick up because he's not going to do it. I don't know. It's just, you want to show everything online about your life. We're going to make judgments about it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's normal. Like, I would say it's normal if you're at the vet with your animal, you get some bad news, you kind of feel bad, you go home, you're like mopey, you're kind of sad about it, you talk to your partner and people who are important to you.
Absolutely.
You know, that kind of thing. You don't fire up the old iPhone and then start like, oh, whenever this dog dies, I'm going to kill myself so that Desi has $400,000 in Minecraft. That's the best thing I could do. Do you see how that's not normative or acceptable?
But
it's just not.
I see what he's doing. As a grown-ass woman that knows how to manipulate very, very well, I see exactly what he's doing, and I see a whole lot of fucking manipulation. And here's what I'm going to tell you right now. You all may think the audience is a bunch of fucking idiots, or you may not give a shit, Boogie, but they see right fucking through this shit. They see right fucking through it. And it's getting to a point now where it's not fun, it's not cute, it's fucking ugly. Sorry. That's my take.
Chester Stone, thank you for the Rebel gifted membership.
Oh,
you know
shit.
what?
Chester, I gotta smoke now. God damn it, Chester.
Maybe we should call that Bang. You see how
Bang!
Truth Bomb goes. Bang!
Bang!
Stone.
Bang! Yes, we can
Bang!
adapt. We can adapt Bang. I think Denmark will let us borrow it. We didn't get Scooter Boot, so we'll adapt Bang.
I'll
Scooter,
sing
we're
it. I
stealing
don't care.
Bang.
Boost the
Boost the
scoot!
scoot. Doot, doot, doot,
Boost
doot,
the
doot,
scoot!
doot, 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 doot,
Boost the
doot,
scoot!
I love that everyone busts nuts now. Live bust nuts. I heard it somewhere else. I heard it somewhere else aside from nuts. I heard it somewhere else, and I can't remember where, but holy shit. I missed nuts last night. Why does a millionaire only have 400K in
So tired.
I don't know how much we can actually believe from Boogie when it comes to anything monetarily, let's be honest. I mean, he goes from making doctor money to not being able to afford a $1,300 vet bill. Spare me. Spare me. Sorry. I agree with you, Gidget. He thinks we're all stupid, and you in town yesterday with me sweeping for Boogie, the sweeping for Sweet Tea. It's getting old. Exactly. It's getting... And look, Barbara, you know what's crazy? I don't hate Boogie. I actually... This is what I'm saying. I know Boogie behind the camera. He's a different fucking person. That's why Scooter is so pissed right now. Just like I couldn't show my truth for whatever reason and now I am. Boogie, you need to do that. You need to be the fucking person behind the camera. Stop putting on whatever this is because it sucks. Boogie
is this like his poor interpretation of what people are requesting of him?
I don't know, but I'm
that's
telling
what it
you.
is. It's not. We're not asking for this. We're not asking for when you fake being fucked up and then you just like lay back and then look at your nose through the camera and act like you need a lobotomy. That's not what we're entertained by either. You do so many great things though. Like when you do IRL and like they tell you to get in that water, but you can't get in that water, but you sure can bend over and get yourself wet with the water. I mean, you have great things. Quit doing the shit things. Quit Quit doing the shit things because they get immediate results for being extreme. Holy fuck. You look like your entire soul left your body and then came back into it. Like your eyes, I swear to God, like rolled up in your head. Oh my God. Is it still coming back in? Okay. I think she might be dying. I'm afraid.
Chester.
No. Nope, she's alive. She's alive.
Wait, look, you can always tell. Word to the wise if I ever say I'm fucked up. Which I'm not right now, but it was a good hit. Watch my lazy eye. If my lazy eye isn't going off, I'm not being honest.
Watch my lazy eye.
My lazy eye, my left eye, it'll be very remarkably lazy when I get drunk or really stoned or tired. That's pretty cool. It is past funny. Lady 7-Up, I agree. See, here's the deal. God, you guys don't hear him behind the scenes. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm telling you, he is a different person. He is the sweetest, most wholesome. He tells stories, and Scooter will put it on speaker and let me listen, and they're so good and interesting. And he's done so many things that, we've forgotten or he hasn't talked about. And when he talks to Scooter and I hear him talking, and when he talked to me and apologized to me, oh my God, there was not.
But ask Scooter this.
Okay.
Who's the real Boogie? The guy who's telling really entertaining stories to him, or the guy who's doing horrific things and abusing his audience?
Did you hear?
Are
you watching?
Why can't he switch that?
So Cat Lady asked a question for you. Is Boogie the person that you and I see behind the camera, or is he the person that the audience sees? Like, he's totally different off camera.
Sure.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, like, in what context, though? Because, like, Boogie will say stupid stuff off camera, too.
He does say stupid shit off camera, too, but normally it's funny. Normally it's not controversial.
Sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. That's Boogie.
Okay. Sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. That's Boogie. Scooter is I can tell by talking to him, I don't want to talk to him right now because he is very heated. Number one, he's only had 2 hours of sleep because he's getting used to the new schedule.
He's dysregulated. That's all good.
Boogie is his friend, and he feels like I'm attacking him. I know what's happening right now.
My point is Boogie has a personality that is likable and doesn't have to rely on extremely maladaptive behaviors to get an audience to react to him. It's not necessary.
Here's the thing that I'm gonna say is like, yes, he presents himself. You're gonna want to mute yourself just for a sec, Gigi.
Yeah.
He presents himself, I guess, in a different way on live. But here's the deal: he is also the exact same person. Like there's things that people say like, oh, it's a Boogie script or some shit like that, and it's just literally just Boogie. Like for instance, whenever he goes into one of his manic episodes, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel like yesterday was one of those manic episodes. He goes wild. Like, dude, I remember getting woken up at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning my time with him downing 5-hour energies. Like, I thought it was in a fucking nightmare. So I mean, what I'm basically saying is, yeah, he absolutely is more of almost like the Mr. Rogers character. Like, that is who he is in real life. But at the same time, he still does the fucked shit. And like, of course, like that's just how it is.
You're muted.
By the way, people have thanked you for coming up, so thank you very much for this. But Magic just had a good point. It's like pro wrestling. The gimmick is yourself exaggerated on camera. And I get that. That's kind of what I'm trying to... I can't do that because people already know who I am. The exaggerated was me being a fucking idiot, right? Now I'm just being honest. But I do understand that with Boogie. And look, Matthew, Scooter, sorry. I know you all are friends. I get that. And I respect that you are such a good friend to him. Scooter has always done this his entire life. He picks up the people that are not mentally able to stick up for themselves.
Look, listen. Here's the thing. You're absolutely right because, and Wing said this, you play yourself up. Guys, I'm not breaking kayfabe here. Yes, we overexert ourselves. We are live streamers. We're entertaining. That's part of the job. And Boogie absolutely does that. And he says some stupid shit sometimes. At the end of the day, what pissed me off is like, this guy obviously having an emotional response. He learned that his dog that he's had for 15 years, that he is very close with, got him through very hard times. is going to die. Like, that's a hard thing to deal with. Everybody deals with that differently. Everybody does.
Who's gonna do the
Muted.
job? Who's gonna do the job of
Wait,
when he can't control
I need you to
himself,
tell-
behaves maladaptively, and abuses the audience and community?
He's always
Because
done
if you're
that.
saying that Boogie cannot stop himself from doing so, then somebody has to be responsible to stop that from happening.
That's Rastov's job.
Well, yeah, that's Rastov. I won't argue that.
That's what Rastov should be doing. Rastov shouldn't
Who the
allow
fuck is
it to
Rastov?
get to this point. Now, this is where it sucks. Because again, I understand Rastov's point. I do. But he accepted all this responsibility. He knew what he got into. Rastov's job, his job sucks. Everyone knows his job sucks. Scooter, does Rastov's job suck?
Rastov's job sucks. Trust me, nobody wants his job.
But he's got the job. You gotta do it. And I agree with the sweet tea thing. I hate to say it, but I agree with it. Now, I'm sure he talked to her behind the scenes, and sorry, y'all. I saw him talking to her, telling her, hold your mic. She's holding this big ass heavy mic stand. I don't know what happens to her equipment. At this point, it's weird, right? It's weird. It's just weird. I'm just going to say it. It's weird. But whatever it is, we just got to get it fixed and make it work because it's been said for months now. And like now the audience is like the tech issues we're kind of over them, right?
I got a dip because this is literally like I don't know if you saw the fucking cash thumbnail, but like I'm already pissed off. I have to do that for 2 hours over there.
I know.
don't
Hang
wanna
on,
get into it here.
real quick. Special request from Kelly. Cat Lady, do you remember what you said when Scooter couldn't hear you?
No.
Shit. Okay. She just
Which
wanted you to
time?
about talking about Boogie. It's okay. We're getting ready to end. It's no big deal. Thank you for
Well,
coming.
Can I say one more thing?
Of
So,
course.
are we really looking more at the failure of having a process or a protocol? Because Rastov can't be in charge of Booster. He can't appropriately control him. He can't
Why?
appropriately control Sweet Tea. He can't appropriately control Boogie. Why is he the person who's supposed to stop Boogie from abusing our audience and community when he can't control any of these people on their show?
I mean, it's exactly what Kima said. He needs to step up. He needs to be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what. Look, I'm sorry. You took the responsibility. With responsibility comes, whatever they say. But it sucks, but you got to do it. I've been in managerial positions my whole life, and there is nothing worse than having to reprimand someone. I fucking hate it because I hate any kind of confrontation, right? But you have to do it. It's part of your job, and you're so goddamn good at your job, Rastov. This is the only part. When Boogie starts freaking out, mute him, kick him. I don't care. Rat quicker. You can do this, Rastov. You are amazing. You can do this. Bill Hill. Scooter, gotta go check his oil. Go check your oil, Scooter.
I think must be what Yelly Kelly and then we're talking about is I was saying you should get a group of friends in real life that is in your peer group so that you have a frame of reference of what happens outside the LCU so that you still have living in the real world experience. Because the thing is you're
Excuse me, Cat Lady. I appreciate you. I'm a 28-year-old man that's been to college. I've lived on my own. I've had I have a real life. I meet up with my cousin and go for drinks. I planned a trip to Florida with friends, and I won't leak anything. But yeah, no, like that. I'm sorry. That's a ridiculous thing. I respect your opinion, but
She was
all right, I'm gonna dip.
Okay, thank you. That was nice of him to come up. I appreciate it. So Simon, I love Simon Says. She was told what the next time she was late, but let's be honest. Let's go all the way back to Tech Talk, the show that used to be on. And she was late with Phantom a lot. She had tech issues all the time, okay? So then we move over to Babe, and I think she did really good on Babe. I don't think she had a whole lot of tech issues. I don't even know if she had attendance issues. I don't remember. But then we go to Bus, and I do remember with Bus, there were attendance issues a
At
lot.
Toasty TBB Super Shattered $9.99. Scooter calling Boogie a friend after knowing him 2 months is creepy lol. Cat Lady's right, touch grass. And fix that spitty mouth. Sounds like a boxer dog slurping water. Nauseated face emoji.
Oh, sorry. All right. We've got 5 minutes. Every 2 hours. Hi, Keem. Cat lady's taking more drugs.
Why does Rostov's job suck?
Because you have to be the manager. It sucks. It sucks to have to fire and hire and tell people to be good and shut the fuck up and do their job. That sucks.
It's like the dream. That's what people want to do.
For you and I, yes. But some people don't love that. I mean, hell yeah, give me the power. Fuck, yep, sorry, you're gone. Bye. See? Yes, I get it. But for Rostov, it sucks because he doesn't want that.
I don't think that it's not that he wants that. I think he doesn't want to do what I am telling him to do because he wants to be the boss. Imagine wanting to be the boss so much that you won't be the boss because the bigger boss told you to be the boss. So the whole idea of he doesn't want to do that is insane. Yes, he does.
I know that he wants... Oh, now I do know. I can tell you 100%. I know he wants the keys to the castle. I just don't know if he wants to get dirty. And maybe it's just Sweet Tea. I don't know. But it did seem very obvious to me. Because she has had constant tech issues. I mean, it's never gotten better.
It's not just the people on that show. I mean, like when rewind it back a few days to the tech Charlie Kirk, whatever, right? That happened. Mm-hmm. It took us in main chat to say, no, dude, you need to, like, there's no boundary created for this, but you need to do something and create the boundary. You know, we can't know what's going to happen all the time, always, and write a TOS line for it. This is one of those novel times something happens, you need to figure it out. And it took 45 minutes or longer of cajoling to get him to do something about it.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, it happens just like in general. It happens just the same as it happens on the show. Some people are just really treated really harshly, like Booster is, and then like Sweet Tea's untouchable, and he just accepts being ignored by other people. I mean, it's I don't know.
He's a very flawed individual.
Aren't we all?
I mean, we all are.
Aren't we all? And I think
it's so inconsistent.
You know, I think about a lot when we talk about Rostov, and I think about his personal life and how that has to affect him on a daily, right? He's a different kind of person for what he's been through. And I'm not using that as an excuse, Keem. I'm not. But I don't know that I don't know. I don't know. It sucks. And look, I agree with you. I really do. And I know it's unpopular, but I do agree with you on the Sweet Tea thing. Not firing her. I know you're going to give her a road back, but she's got to understand how important it is. So, I don't know.
Well, I mean, she's a hustler, right? We all know this.
She is.
Right?
She is.
You know, she wanted my popcorn. She grabs the broken toy at the garbage can. What about me? What about me? What about me? Like, she is a hustler.
Yeah.
And she has a leader on her show that will not even raise his voice at her.
But he screams at Booster. I don't get that.
Right?
Booster's an intern.
So what is Sweet Tea supposed to do? Well, if I'm Sweet Tea and I'm a hustler, I'm going to have a lot of dance recitals that I need to go to. And I'm just not going to show up to work because Rostov's not going to do anything about it.
Oh, shit. And then why would we not believe that? Because you're absolutely right. I didn't even.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm watching this and I'm like, no, I shouldn't have to yell at Sweet Tea. Rostov should. Just like if Boogie's eating, Rostov should tell him to stop eating on the show. Just like if Booster is being not cooperating, he gets like I shouldn't have to do this.
I agree.
Like
I do agree with
there should be, and here's the other thing. Oh, I'm not the employer. I delegated you to do something.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah, no. And I even, yeah, you're absolutely right. Look, this is the world we're in. This is not corporate America. This is the entertainment business. When Keem tells you to do something, you fucking do it or you get the fuck out. It's real easy. And I know that. I'm comfortable with that. Keem's never going to ask me to do something that, you know, I'm blatantly is horrible. So, you know.
Dude, and the thing is like, I know you have to redirect.
Yeah.
So let me just say this. Should Sweet Tea have been fired? No. Right? But I wanted to make a point. Okay, you're not going to do anything? Fuck off. She's fired. Now what?
Yeah.
How did that protecting Sweet Tea go for you? Not yelling for Sweet Tea. How'd that go for you? No. Rastoff. All right. Now she's fired right before Christmas. I don't give a fuck if I'm the bad guy and I ruined her Christmas. I don't care. You do. You care about what these fucking people in the chat think. I'm
learning that. I get it. He cares, but it's what you care about that the chat's saying. I understand. I'm learning this shit.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Of course she will. Of course she will. And thank you, Keem. I appreciate you.
Yeah. See ya.
Take care. That was so nice of him. Cat lady, final words. All right, that'll work. Y'all have a great day. You killed it today.